Suck in the belly. Suck it in again. Are you ready for this? I don't know if you are. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Oh yeah. This is my long suffering. I've owned it since I was 14 years of age, which means I have owned it for 30 years, guys. 30 years! It's had a few upgrades. It's definitely had a few upgrades, guys. It's had a fair few repairs, okay? You want to see it? I'll give you a 360. Guys, this is, of course, my long-suffering medium Alice pack with the Hellcat Molle 2 upgrades. This is an absolute classic. Classic. Probably my first ever Grail item. And the first one that I got my hands on. Let's have a look at it. We'll talk about the pack itself. And we'll talk about the upgrades I did to this pack. Quite a few years ago now, I must say. Stay tuned. Poor Bruno's chasing birds. And he's not having much luck. Guys, I'm just gonna pop it up here. Okay. Let's get a look. This is, of course, your US Army medium Alice pack, okay? Now, it's definitely not the biggest pack in the world, but it serves its function very, very well. I did have the large Alice pack. I had it for about a year and I sold it, okay? And this is what I use, okay? This is never going to be your winter rucksack, you know, for multiple trips or anything like that. That is not what this is designed for. This is small, lightweight, okay? You know, it's not waterproof, but it dries fast, you know, all these things, you know. So it has holes in the bottom for your water to get, for your moisture to get away. Of course, guys, designed and used extensively in the Vietnam War era, and that is where, you know, history-wise, the Vietnam War is what I grew up with. You know, I didn't grow up when the war was going on, but I was at the time of my life when all the movies were coming out about it and stuff like that. So I remember looking at this going, oh, I always wanted one of these, and I got one. I got one in a surplus shop quite close to me. I would say I was about 14. I have to be around 14 when I bought it, guys. And it had the original Alice straps and everything on it, and no frame, okay? No frame whatsoever. And a lot of the times these medium packs don't come with a frame, okay? So it is Alice compatible, obviously, so it has all these areas for Alice clips, okay? It has the big pouch, on 3 big pouches on the front, right? And they have a very, very secure snap closure, okay? You have this waterproof map case lid. Okay, so it has a waterproof rubberized back and Velcro on the inside here for putting stuff in. Okay, it cinch closure like that, guys. Behind the middle pouch, actually behind all 3 pouches, there is a sleeve that is open at the bottom for putting longer stuff in as well. Okay, now of course this is part of the Alice system. All right, I can't remember what Alice stands for, okay? It just keeps coming up to me, Resident Evil, but it's nothing to do with Resident Evil, okay? Basically, it's a webbing system where everything is compatible. So you can have your webbing system on, and this was actually designed to clip in to your webbing system using these little clips here that are really, really hard to see at the minute, okay? Guys, this is a very hard wearing pack. You guys in the States and stuff like that don't need to be introduced to this pack. You know exactly what this is, okay? And I'm sure you have all owned them, okay? But what I want to do is I want to talk about the upgrades that I have made, okay? Commonly referred to as the Hellcat upgrades, but mine is a little bit different. Okay, so generally the Molle 2 or the Hellcat upgrades are where you take your Alice pack with your Alice frame and you put the Molle 2 straps. Go on into it, Bruno. Go on into it. Go on. You take the Molle 2 straps and waistband out of the and put it onto the frame, because the Alice frame and stuff like that, or the Alice shoulder pads and the waist belt are not, they're terrible. They're absolutely terrible. Okay, they're back in the day when soldiers were expected to suffer all these hardships and be okay with it. Okay, so things have moved on. Okay, so the Molle 2 system is incredibly well padded. Okay, this is the Molle 2 frame, and it fits right in, right up to the top on the Alice pack itself, if you modify it a little bit, guys. And I'm not talking about a lot of modification at all. So you can literally tie this all onto your Alice pack and it works 100%. Okay, and it worked the same. This is the system I had set up on my large Alice pack. Okay, and when I got rid of the large Alice pack, I just put this onto it. Okay, onto my medium Alice pack. Guys, you can take this frame off and use these straps with the Alice pack on its own as well, because of these little things here. I'll zoom in. What you're looking at here is the Alice frame, or sorry, the Molle 2 frame coming up, and all I did was I cut this section out of the Molle 2 frame using my Dremel, and it fits into the Alice pack. On the Alice pack itself, guys, on the medium Alice pack, it has these little steel things, okay, and these are actually designed, these are actually where you put your shoulder straps of your normal Alice pack into to hold them in place. Okay, guys, it has a lot of the same features of the Alice pack. So these are quick release buckles if you need to dump your pack and leg it, okay, or dump your pack for whatever reason. You pop this and you pull that down, and this whole thing pops off here and it pops off here. Okay, the other upgrades I have made, guys, is I have put quick release clips. I cut my straps and I put quick release clips on my straps. I've actually lost this one, which is a pain, absolute pain. Okay, and I did that very simply, guys, by getting these old buckles, okay, and cutting a slanted slice on the plastic bit of the buckle that goes underneath here, okay, so that I could feed it back on to this Alice webbing, guys. I love this bag. I love it. It has so much history for me. You know, I took this bag through the jungles of Costa Rica, Nicaragua, you know, I have so many memories, you know, and it was, my dad was with me when we bought this and stuff, you know, and putting these upgrades on it just gives this an absolutely extra, you know, 20 years of use for me anyway. You know, the girls will probably end up using this bag at some stage. It is really good, and if you have an Alice pack that is sitting in the house and being unused, send it to me, I want it. No, guys, this Molle 2 stuff is relatively cheap. You get it in all different colours. I just happened to get mine in the desert tricolor camouflage. Okay, the hip pads are very, very good. My hip pad is on upside down for you guys who are eagle-eyed. I actually have it on upside down because I find it more comfortable that way. Okay, guys, that is Alice. This is Alice. Alice, who I'll let you finish that yourself. Guys, a fantastic bag and a piece of my history right there. Okay, I love it, and it's just recently I came across it again in the shed, and I thought I am going to get this out for my day trips. It is so lightweight, you know, it weighs very, very little when it's empty, you know. It's brilliant. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay frosty.